What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I cover the latest cryptocurrency news articles to keep you informed on what's going on in that crypto space. We got Baxter here on the lap, just chilling. She just ate her food. But yeah, what's going on in the crypto space? Do you have enough Bitcoin? Because the world is still adopting blockchain technology. Not just Bitcoin, they're adopting all of it. And like Bitcoin wouldn't be anything, or any cryptocurrency would be nothing without blockchain technology. So if you're new into crypto and wondering like, where do I start? It's either you start learning about money first and seeing like how that's actually created. Like, is it even backed by anything? So that's one place to get, but then also blockchain. What is it? How does it work? It's a decentralized distributed ledger on most chains out there. Some are centralized, but that's what it is. That's where you need to start off. So the world is adopting that, and yeah, Bitcoin could not run without blockchain technology or any other cryptocurrency out there. So we have a couple of news articles for changes going on with regulations and rules. And yeah, it's happening all over the world, from Kenya officially signing their law. NYC mayor designates a designated blockchain specialist. And then we got Japan and UK make some changes as well as with the stable coin in the UK, or just no, Stripe people will be able to have automatic subscriptions now. So they're really just turning like the cryptocurrency sector, or the space they hold or they can control, into more like the traditional system. So it's getting better. But let's dive to the news. What do I have for you? So we start off with some Twitter news. What's going on up there? Well, let's see. Just in, corporations now own over 1.02 million Bitcoin. That's right. That's not dollars. That is actual coins amount. There's only 21 million out there. 19 or 20 millions in circulation right now, but they are holding 1 million of it all. And yeah, they've been on such a high buying spree in Q3. So this is about 4.87% of the total supply of Bitcoin in corporations right now. And as you can hear from the chart, just from quarter to quarter since 2020, the corporations acquiring Bitcoin have just continued to increase, and I think it's going to continue going there. So that's why I said, do you have enough Bitcoin? There's only 21 million. We got corporations stockpiling it into their own treasury. Governments and institutions are going to be starting to hold it, put it in a reserve as well. So guys, if you don't have Bitcoin, or if you need any help, contact the Crypto Club or give us a call down here at 941-413-8080, and we can help you buy Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, in fact. So yeah, if you want XRP, we can help you get that. If you want some Solana or Tether, we got ways to help you, either showing you how to do it, or you can purchase through our confidential bulk purchases. So we got you there. But what else is going on in the crypto space on Twitter? Looks like Natalie Brunelli just everyone. So it's available for pre-order now. On the official release date is November 18th. So if you want another book to add to your library, maybe you might want to get this one. I think I should get one for the club. So if you want to read it, we'll have a copy here for you to read. And then, yeah, going into the adoption news and everything, yesterday we covered Kenya signing up for a asset service provider bill, and now it looks like they officially signed it into law. And now Africa is embracing crypto. So yeah, so let's continue on now. So that's the Twitter news, and it's just leading into the other countries, what changes they're making. Let's start with the United States first, and how the NYC mayor, so New York City mayor, establishes a digital asset and blockchain office. So the executive order creating the Office of Digital Assets and Blockchain Technology under the New York City government came 3 months before Eric Adams would leave office. So the New York City Mayor, Eric Adams, announced the establishment of a municipal digital asset on the blockchain office in a bid to cement his crypto agenda in the final months of his term. Now, in a Tuesday notice from the mayor's office, Adams said that he had used an executive order under his authority to create the Office of Digital Assets and Blockchain Technology. Now, Moises Renan, who has worked as digital assets and blockchain policy advisor for New York City since April 2024, had the newly established office. Now, our city has been the center of innovation, and we are embracing these technologies of tomorrow today, said Adams. And the age of digital assets is here, and with it comes the chance to grow our economy, attract world-class talent, expand opportunities for underbanked communities, and make government more user-friendly. Now, here is the executive order that was actually signed and put into place. Now, Adam rose to prominence from many in the crypto industry after offering to accept his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin. Now, he did that by running for mayor in 2021, and then during his time as mayor, he has established a digital advisory council called for the city to create Bitcoin-backed bonds and criticized New York's bit license program as being just too strict. Now, the NYC mayor announced in September that he would not run for re-election after initially campaigning as a Democrat, and then as an independent. His current term ends on January 1st, 2026. Now, according to Adams, the office would develop strategies to strengthen the city's role as a cryptocurrency hub, including advising the mayor on policies and legislation. It will also coordinate with the city's Office of Technology and Innovation and report directly to New York City's Chief Technology Officer, said Matthew Fraser. Now, the crypto industry leaders on NYC mayor race. So who's going to be coming up next? So with Adams expected to depart the mayor's office in less than 3 months, many industry executives, including Gemini co-founder Tyler Winklevoss, has floated the possibility of getting involved in the 2025 election, either through personal or financial support. Voters will head to the polls though on November 4th and likely decide between the two frontrunners, independent candidate and former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, now he's coming back, and then Democratic candidate Zohran Mamdani. Curtis Sliwa, the Republican candidate, and she has been trailing Cuomo and Mamdani in many polls. Now, Mamdani leading the polls after Adams dropped out of the race, previously supported strong consumer protection on stablecoins in New York, and criticized Cuomo for his role in advising crypto exchange OKX. However, his campaign has primarily been focused on cost of living concerns for New Yorkers, including affordable housing and childcare. New York City's mayor was a pro-Bitcoiner, accepted three of his paychecks in Bitcoin, but he's leaving office in less than 3 months, and as a departure, he wanted to establish digital assets and blockchain technology under the government, and it looks like it's going to go through. So who's going to be next? Hopefully it's not Andrew Cuomo. I don't want him back there, but hey, I'm never going to New York, so it doesn't really affect me, but I do care for other people out there. But yeah, so that's what's going on in New York for, again, adopting technology, making it an office so that way they can study it, improve their country and city. So again, this is just happening in the United States. They're adopting just new rules and just regulations and just putting positions to creating positions to establish this and also just run it. So yeah, that's what's going on in New York. Now let's move over to Japan. So let's go to the other side of the world. But Japan plans a new crackdown on insider trading in cryptocurrency markets. So Japan plans new rules giving its securities regulator powers to investigate and find crypto inside trading cases. So again, like I said, more rules are coming into play because they need to have them. Otherwise, they can just run wild. It's the Wild West, and we need to get out of the Wild West of crypto and just move more to have some regulations in certain places just to help spread adoption, make it a little bit easier for the average Joe and Jane out there. And also protect them as well. So we will still have the DeFi space, which is totally the Wild West, because again, it's just run on code. So you're responsible for it all, the security, the risks, everything that comes with it. So that world is still going to be here. But for the centralized world that everyone's just still abiding by is we need these kind of little changes in here. Let's go through this article to hear about these changes. So Japan is preparing to tighten oversight of its cryptocurrency market by introducing new rules to combat insider to bring digital asset trading under the same regulatory standards and traditional securities. Now, the Securities and Exchange Surveillance Commission will gain the authority to investigate suspicious activities, impose fines, and refer severe cases for criminal prosecution under the new framework. Now, expanding regulatory powers for the SESC. So the SESC, Japan's financial watchdog, is developing regulation that would allow it to monitor, investigate, and penalize insider trading involving cryptocurrencies. Now, according to Nikkei Asia, violators could face fines based on their illegal profits, while serious cases may be referred to prosecutors. Now, at present time, crypto assets are not covered by the Financial Instrument and Exchange Act. Now, this gap has made it difficult for authorities to act on insider trading in digital tokens. Now, the SESC's new power are intended to close the gap and ensure that the same level of scrutiny applies to both securities and crypto markets. Now, the framework development and legislative process for this is the Financial Service Agency, which oversees the SESC, plans to finalize the regulatory framework by the end of 2025. Now, a proposed amendment to the FIEA is expected to be submitted next year. The FSA aims to create a comprehensive legal framework or legal foundation for crypto oversight that aligns with the existing security laws. So currently, the Japan Virtual and Crypto Assets Exchange Association is a self-regulatory body. It lacks a system to detect or monitor suspicious trading. Regulators believe that empowering the SESC will strengthen enforcement and improve transparency in crypto trading activities. Now, this marks one of Japan's most substantial efforts to formalize crypto supervision since the industry's growth over the past decade. Now, the challenges in identifying crypto insiders. So, authorities face difficulties in determining who qualifies as an insider. Within decentralized digital asset networks, many cryptocurrencies do not have identifiable issuers, making it hard to track individuals with privileged information. Nikkei Asia noted that regulators have limited experience handling crypto insider trading due to these structural differences. So despite these challenges, the SESC and FSA are working to establish clear definitions and investigation procedures. The goal is to create enforceable rules that apply fairly across the different types of tokens and trading platforms. Now, regulators believe that better data sharing mechanisms and closer cooperation with exchanges will be essential in addressing these enforcement gaps. Now, the growing market and political momentum happening in Japan. Japan pushes for tighter oversight comes as a number of local crypto users has grown fourfold in 5 years, reaching 7.8 million. Now, this growth represents about 6.3% of the country's population, indicating rising retail participation in the digital asset markets. Now, Sanae Takaichi, expected to become Japan's next prime minister, has expressed support for technological development, including blockchain and digital infrastructure. Her approach is expected to encourage innovation while maintaining strict regulatory standards. The government's broader plan to place crypto regulations under the FIEA aims to improve investors' protection and curb issues such as scams, unregistered operations, and inaccurate disclosures. Now, Japan's new regulatory direction shows a clear effort to create a safer, more transparent crypto environment while also maintaining the country's commitment to responsible financial government. So that's what's going over in Japan. And again, not just making rule changes, the leaders coming in place, like the upcoming prime minister and everything, she's for blockchain innovation. We got the soon to be leaving New York mayor, all about blockchain adoption. And what else do we have here? Our next article is going to be UK moves to allow asset managers to use blockchains for fund tokenization. So everywhere around the world, we keep getting news about just blockchain adoption. This has never been going on in our time in the crypto space since Bitcoin first came around in 2009. It was always a big battle and fight just for this, for people to understand what Bitcoin and blockchain technology is, how it works, how it benefits the world. So everybody's on board now. So that's why I kind of feel also it's I don't go after the cycles anymore. I feel the cycle system in the crypto market is done. Maybe not for altcoins. That's still speculative out there. We just still haven't seen an altcoin season. But for Bitcoin's case, I don't see us having a 60 to 90% dip like we've always come to every 4 years. But again, you never know in the space. So, but as long as adoption still happens around the world, just rather it be blockchain or Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is just going to slowly, continuously grow, and it's going to grow fast because of just how scarce it is. So that's my thoughts on that. But let's go over now the UK article. So what they're doing getting involved with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So the FCA has outlined a roadmap to help asset managers adopt blockchain and tokenization, aiming to boost efficiency and competition. So the United Kingdom's Financial Conduct Authority revealed a roadmap to help asset managers adopt blockchain technology for fund tokenization. Now, in a Tuesday announcement, the regulator said that the initiative aims to provide firms with additional clarity to adopt tokenization and drive innovation and growth in asset management. Now, tokenization has the potential to drive fundamental changes in asset management with the benefits for the industry and consumers, said Simon Walls, Executive Director of Markets at the FCA. Now, there are many things that firms can do under our existing rules and more that become possible with the changes we propose enacting now, he added. Now, according to the FCA, tokenized products can increase competition, it can reduce the costs, and broaden investment access, particularly to the private markets and infrastructures. Now, by digitizing fund operations, asset managers could also lower reconciliation and data sharing costs. Now, how does this roadmap for tokenization funds look? Let's go over this. So the plans include guidance for operating tokenized funds registered under existing rules via the UK blueprint model. Now, as simplified dealing framework for processing both the traditional and tokenized fund units, and a roadmap for the blockchain-based settlement. Now, the FCA also intends to explore how regulation may need to evolve as tokenization becomes more widespread. The UK has the opportunity to be a world leader here, and we want to provide asset managers with the clarity and confidence they need to deliver, said Walls. And will they be a leader? I think they got some catching to do. They're falling back compared to these other countries and news we get from going on there. So could they be a leader? They could. You never know what would happen. Just they got a lot of catching up to do. But last month, Coinbase asked users to support a public petition calling on the UK to develop a pro-innovation strategy for blockchain and stablecoins. The petition called for a framework including stablecoin and tokenization regulation, blockchain adoption, and the appointment of blockchain czar. Now, here is the petition to set out for a pro-innovation strategy for blockchain stablecoins, drive pro-innovation, explore government uses for blockchain, and appoint a blockchain crypto czar, with 23,529 signatures for it. Now, the UK faces criticism over crypto policy, though. The UK's approach to crypto regulation has drawn criticism from the industry stakeholders. In June, analysts from the Official Monetary and Financial Institutions Forum, an independent think tank, warned that Britain has squandered it as its early lead in distributed ledger finance. In July, Coinbase also released a satirical video titled "Everything is Fine," taking aim at Britain's financial system. The footage used lyrics and music that brag about the country's strong finances, while depicting scenes of inflation, poverty, and financial struggles. And I think you can still probably find that video online, but not from Coinbase. I think they took it down. Like, it was only running for like 24 hours. I did share it on this video. So maybe if you can go back to one of my previous videos, you might be able to find it. That was like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, though. But yeah, that was a pretty funny video. It was like whole musical, everything's fine in UK. So unlike myself calling like the UK needs like, they're behind, but they gotta catch up a lot. Everyone else is saying the same thing. But the industry's pressure appears to have paid off, though, because last week the FCA lifted its 2019 ban on crypto exchange traded notes for retail investors, allowing trading on the FCA-approved UK-based exchange. Now, furthermore, the Bank of England is reportedly easing proposed limits on corporate stablecoin holdings, considering exemptions for firms needing large fiat-backed reserves. So changes are going on there, but again, they got a long way to go to catch on to the rest of the world. So we'll see how that plays out. But as of right now, they are moving to allow asset managers to use blockchain for fund tokenization. So, woo, adoption around the world. I always love this news. It's like my favorite one out of it all. Because again, it's the 4 or 5 years I've been doing cryptocurrency news articles, it's like I've never really seen it. Now just like always getting it. I love it. It's just like, we're here, guys. It's happening. Like we won. Like it's not going away anymore. So I just love how this is just playing out. But let's take a quick commercial break. So I really only have like 3 more articles for you. But our next article we're going to come up after break is going to be crypto users can now pay for AI subscriptions using an SaaS tool and creator content using stablecoins on Stripe. So that's going to be our next article after these messages. So we will be right back. Where are the ads? Here we go.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine, Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
We are back, just sipping my nice, delicious coffee. I got bagels for the crew this morning. But yeah, we're back. I was scrolling through some news articles, I was scrolling through Twitter, seeing if there's any quick little tidbit of news I may have missed on during the show. But I did see from our Dallas club posting Steak and Shake Burger, Bitcoin Burger loading. And I did cover an article yesterday how they stopped the plans or the poll of asking people if they should accept Ethereum for their poll. But I believe it's tomorrow they're dropping off a new item on there. Yeah, this was the article from yesterday. So the Bitcoin Steak Burger is coming and is going to be launching October 16th, so tomorrow. So if you're craving a good steak burger, and especially a Bitcoin one, go to Steak and Shake tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be ordering lunch there, so hopefully you will too. But let's continue on with the news. This is big news on just really blending in just traditional finance and just cryptocurrency technology. Because at first, with crypto in the DeFi space, you have to manually confirm transactions on chain if you want to send crypto over. But now there's a new tool on Stripe that allows you to have subscription models which can pay for it. So once a month, instead of you having to approve that transaction, you'll be able to just set up a subscription model. So let's see how this is going to work. So Stripe enables recurring stablecoin payments for AI subscriptions on the SaaS tools, supporting USDC on Base and Polygon, as AI companies report 20% payment volume from stablecoins settling near instantaneously at half the cost. Now, Stripe has officially opened the door for consumers to pay for AI subscriptions, the SaaS tools, and creator content using stablecoins. So the payment giant revealed in an October 14th blog post that businesses can now receive recurring payments in stablecoins across major blockchains, with the feature currently in private preview for US-based businesses. Now, they said we currently support subscription payments made in USDC over the Base and Polygon blockchains, the official post said. Now, Base and Polygon are layer 2 blockchains on top of Ethereum. Now, Jennifer Lee, product manager on the new formerly Stripe crypto team, Demode, the integration showing how users can see the crypto option alongside card and US bank options on Stripe checkout. So here's Jen's post on that. You can now accept stablecoins for recurring payments. Let customers use their crypto wallets to pay for subscriptions. Manage fiat and stablecoin subscriptions together from your dashboard, reaching global customers at lower cost, which is true. They're just making it easier because, again, it's kind of a hassle for newbies coming in. What's a public address? Where's the destination? How's that going? It's kind of common sense for us who have been in the crypto space for so long. It's just habit. Let's verify the first 4, last 4. We're good. Oh, it's on the chain now. Your transaction's going there. Don't worry about it. But to the new guys out there, to get a full-blown adoption, we need to make it so people don't even realize they're using the technology. It's just as seamless as they've always used it. So that's kind of where we're heading here, and this is kind of the next step with it. So technology is still advancing, and new things are always coming out, and God, I just love this space. But Stripe's stablecoin smart contracts eliminate manual transaction signing. To enable stablecoin subscriptions, Stripe built a smart contract that resolves a fundamental limitation around wallet owners typically needing to manually sign each transaction. Now, the smart contract lets customers save their wallet as a payment method and authorize recurring payments without needing to re-sign each transaction. So this works with more than 400 supported wallets. So since launching stablecoin payments a year ago, Stripe has seen them enable rapid global expansion for fast-growing companies. Now, the top 20 AI companies on Stripe draw 60% of their revenue from outside the country, but cross-border payments can be expensive, slow to settle, and often fail outright. Now, here's the Stripe's global availability. So let's see, we got Australia, Bulgaria, Czech, France, Hong Kong, Ireland, United Kingdom. There's the United States, Switzerland, Germany, Gibraltar, India, Japan, Lativa, Malaysia, New Zealand, and Netherlands. So these are where Stripe's globally, but they'll be able to have access to it. But why are AI companies shifting 20% of their payments to stablecoins? Well, AI companies like Shadeform report that approximately 20% of their payment volume comes from stablecoins, which settle near instantaneously and cost half as much per transaction to process. Now, Alex on Twitter said that here is its payment mass adoption. Shadeform AI uses USDC to simplify global payments, reduce risk, and lower the cost. Now, integration with Stripe has made it seamless. Automatic conversions, low fees, and business growth. Stablecoins have become a key tool for 20% of the industry. Now, this prompted Stripe to launch subscription capabilities for the 30% of businesses on its platform with recurring business models. The stablecoin subscription feature is compatible with Elements, Checkout, the Payment Intents API, and Payment Links, and also supports one-off payments. However, it limits transactions to $10,000 per transaction and $100,000 per month, restricting large-scale applications. Now, Alex Masherbov, CEO of Higgsfield AI, said that stablecoin payments via Stripe help us reduce our cost of revenue for payments from all around the globe. It can attract more tech-forward users and reach folks who don't have access to other payment methods. Similarly, on September 30th, Stripe launched an open issuance, a platform from its subsidiary Bridge that allows businesses to create and manage their own stablecoins. So here are the major initiatives, stablecoin initiatives by Stripe and leading payment platforms. So Stripe's initiative product, blockchains, and stablecoins, and the launch date. So Stripe, it has stablecoin subscriptions. It will be USDC, Ethereum, Polygon-based Solana, USDP, USDG per launch notes. And its rollout was October 2025. Now, this was just the announced. Now, Stripe also is stablecoin financial accounts, USDC and stablecoin rails, multi-chain support. That should have been May 20th, 2025, so that already passed. Visa, on the other hand, has stablecoin settlement expansion, multiple USD stablecoins plus the EURC and additional blockchains, and that was released back in July. PayPal/PayUSD, that's its own stablecoin, and it interoperable with payment networks, and it was developed from 2023 to 2025, including Visa settlement expansions. And even Apple Pay has a USDC wallet integration, and its prior multi-year developer partnership moves. So with open issuance, companies can mint and burn tokens without restrictions, customize reserve structures, and also earn rewards on their holdings. Zach Abrams, the co-founder and CEO of Bridge, believes that businesses based on money transfers should invest in stablecoins, with open issuance helping them build on top of the stablecoins that they control and customize. In early September, Stripe also launched Tempo, a payment-focused Layer 1 blockchain designed for high-throughput stablecoin transactions. So with Visa and Dutch Bank and Standard Chartered as initial design partners, Tempo addresses infrastructure limitations as existing blockchains process 5 and 1,000 transactions per second, while Stripe handles peaks exceeding 10,000 transactions per second. So this is why Stripe's Tempo's blockchain began its testing with financial giants like Visa, Dutch Bank, Standard Chartered, which targets at least 100,000 transactions per second for stablecoins. Now, the blockchain features fiat-denominated fees rather than blockchain-specific tokens. So with users paying gas fees in any stablecoin through an automated market maker. Now, Stripe CEO says that stablecoins will force banks to raise a 0.40% deposit rate. So Stripe CEO Patrick Collision believes that the growing popularity of stablecoins will eventually force the banks to raise deposit yields or risk losing customers. So responding to the venture capitalist Nick Carter on X, Collision said that depositors are going to and should earn something closer to market return on their capital. Citing savings accounts yields of just 0.4% in the US and 0.25% in the EU, Collison argued that banks have relied too heavily on cheap deposits. Now, cheap deposits are great, but being so consumer hostile feels to me like a losing position, he added. So Stripe's integration with stablecoins, or what was that whole article? Subscriptions for AI and everything. Like, this is huge. It's like making it simpler for the average day Joe. And the AI companies out there are getting cheaper fees because, again, when you're doing worldly transactions, like over the counter, or not over the, I would say over the counter, like overseas transactions cost hefty, and they also take more time. Now, these will be instantaneous and so much cheaper, especially if they're doing it on Base and Polygon's network, not just Ethereum. So this is a win-win for everybody, the businesses and the consumers. So way to go, Stripe, on creating that. Now let's move on to some altcoin news. Like, what is Ripple up to? Looks like they have made a bold move into Africa with this major banking partner. So let's find out about this. So Ripple is taking another major leap into the African financial landscape by teaming up with South Africa's Absa Bank to roll out a new digital asset custody service for institutional clients. The collaboration represents Ripple's first major custody partnership in the continent and reflects a growing appetite among African banks for blockchain-powered financial infrastructure. Now, the move comes as a demand for secure and compliant crypto custody solutions accelerate across emerging markets. ABSA, one of Africa's largest banking groups, plans to integrate Ripple's enterprise-level technology to help institutions safely manage tokenized assets and digital currencies as adoption in the region gains momentum. Now, Reese Merrick, Ripple's managing director for the Middle East and Africa, said that the partnership demonstrates how Africa's leading financial institutions are preparing for the next phase of digital finance. Meanwhile, ABSA executive Robin Lawson highlighted the importance of offering clients trusted regulation-aligned services as the financial ecosystem modernizes. And now this latest milestone builds on Ripple's growing presence in Africa. In September, the company bought its USD-backed stablecoin Ripple USD, or with the ticker RLUSD, to the continent, linking up with firms such as Chipper Cash, VALR, and Yellow Card to boost cross-border transactions and payment accessibility. Now, Ripple's global custody business has also expanded rapidly. Recent alliances with global players, including BBVA, HSBC, and DBS, have positioned the firm as one of the few crypto infrastructure providers that bridge the gap between traditional banking and blockchain-based assets. So that's Ripple's new partnership, just getting a little bit more entry around the world. So we'll see how this takes place for custody and what was the other thing? Just stablecoin transactions? I just forgot. I literally just read it, but that's what's going on over in Africa and Ripple. So again, partnerships are taking place. People are looking for ways to help. Whose blockchain is the world going to use? We don't know, but we have the choices for it. So Africa and this bank's going to partner with Ripple. Some are going to use Bitcoin, Ethereum, or with Stripe, they're using layer 2s like Polygon and Base. So which country and bank they're going to do, they're going to decide on their own. But either way, it's going to work out. But that's about it. I really don't want to cover this article. I'm so over Sam Bankman-Fried. Like, he stole so many people's money. He broke the law, but now he is blaming politics for his arrest, citing an anti-crypto bias. So he's blaming the government for his arrest for doing illegal activities. So let's just go through it. So Sam Bankman-Fried, the jail founder of the defunct FTX exchange, has resurfaced with explosive claims that his 2022 arrest was politically orchestrated by the Biden administration. So writing indirectly through a friend on Getter, the former billionaire alleged that his downfall followed a quiet shift in his political donation from the Democrats to the Republicans. Now, the Republicans' moves, he says, triggered retaliation from the federal agency. Now, according to Bankman-Fried, he had supported center-left causes in 2020, but began leaning toward the political center by 2022. Now, delusioned by what he described as anti-crypto enforcement led by the SEC Chair Gary Gensler and the Department of Justice, he claims his arrest was timed to derail his testimony before Congress and to block a crypto regulation bill he had been working on. Now, the assertion revives a long-running theory from some Republican lawmakers who questioned the timing of his detention in the Bahamas, which occurred the night before he was due to testify in Washington. Bankman-Fried suggested in his post that the critical SEC message that could have clarified the agency's coordination were later lost due to internal mishandling. The claim gained traction last month when the SEC's Inspector General confirmed the Gensler's government-issued phone underwent an automated wipe, erasing messages from October 2022 to September of 2023. The loss of these communications coincided with a wave of SEC crackdowns on major crypto firms, including Coinbase and Binance. But Sam Bankman-Fried is now serving a 25-year sentence for fraud and conspiracy tied to a multi-billion-dollar collapse of FTX. Now, Bankman-Fried maintains his innocence and insists his prosecution was politically motivated. His family has been publicly appealed to President Donald Trump for a pardon, drawing comparisons to the recent clemency granted to Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht. So from behind bars, Bankman-Fried continues to communicate through intermediaries. I can't post directly, he noted in another Getter update, claiming his voice is still being heard, if only through approved BOP phone and email channels. So he's blaming the Biden administration's anti-crypto policy for his arrest, for him doing bad things. So I am over it. So if you see news, that's what he is not getting out, guys. Like, he can blame, scream all he wants. Just serve your time, brother. You hurt so many people in that collapse. So no, I don't feel sorry for him at all. But that's it for the news today, guys. That's everything from global blockchain adoption to Bitcoin adoption to subscriptions going over with USDC on strike. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let's take a look at our fear and greed index. We are at a 37 fear. So you know what that means? It's buy time. Bitcoin is at $110,990. So it's been bouncing between 111 and 113. Like this is the last 1 day chart. So it's been holding. It's like 113 for the past 24 hours. Little dip. We'll probably have a nice little increase later on. But the rest of the world is still adopting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain tech. So I don't think we're over for a bear market time right now. So if cycles were to continue, yeah, we're definitely nearing the bear market zone. But times have changed. We have not been following that cycle. So that's my thoughts on that. But again, we still think in the back of our head, we still could have it. It's probable. It's not impossible. So, but I'm still favoring more like we won't have it just from all the research I do. But that's why I feel comfortable with it. So when it comes to risk reward levels, you got to do research, know what you're into, and then maybe you'll have a little bit more confidence in your decision instead of going, oh, we're going down, just believing everything what everybody says. But everybody, hope you have an awesome Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway through the week. Keep stacking your sats. And if you need help with making any crypto purchase or just helping crypto blockchain tech, give us a call or join the crypto club, Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club. You can do that at bitcoinben.io, or give us a call to learn about all of our programs. And again, our number is scrolling down beneath it. It's 941-413-8080. So everyone, have an awesome day, and I will see you again tomorrow with more crypto news. Bye to Baxter, who's been on my lap this entire time. So take care, guys. Love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.